Yes, Adam. I'm just wondering with this new aggressive kind of passing game right now, how much emphasis you guys put on breaking up an interception if you can't get it. I know you did one yesterday, and Justin had one obviously late in the game.
Yeah, I think it's more of it's always an emphasis. I mean, I remember talking about that in OTA's training camp. You know, when the ball's in the air, they trust us to either come down with it or break it up, and it's either us or nobody. You know, and that mentality, and it gives I think the quarterback, the offensive coordinator, more confidence when we're able to do that and break it up or go up and compete and catch the football.
All right, we'll go with Dave, followed by Courtney.
Hey, Adam, I know you talked a little bit about this yesterday, but Victory Monday, is it any more special because it was a win over the Packers, because it was a win over the team that was at the top of the division?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely feels good, right? They all feel good. Victory Monday is it's a special feeling for sure. But I think the emphasis has to be now is like, hey, let's move on. We have, yeah, was it a huge win for us? Yes, for sure. Is it a confidence booster? Yes, but we got a long ways to go. We got a long season left. We have a lot of important games coming up starting this week.
Hey, Adam, two-part question here. Can you kind of walk us through 2-minute mode there at the end of the game, and then what you did on that move to kind of throw Rasul Douglas off and create a little separation for yourself?
Yeah, 2-minute has obviously been a point of emphasis for us because we know, in this league nowadays, most games come down. For us, it's every game so far have come down to a 2-minute drive. So, I look back to OTA's training camp and all the extra reps we got, just maybe walk through reps, and then pretty much every practice we ended with a 2-minute drive, either 2-minute end of the half or 2-minute situation to end the game. So a lot of reps that we can look to. And I think, you look at some of those plays and in that 2-minute drive, it was like, Kirk signaling, and we already know the play before he's really signaling it because we've had so many reps at it. So, quick signal and we kind of all know what we got to do, where to line up, and then trust Kirk to just find the open guy, and he's been lights out. I had an interview after the game. I think it was on NFL Network, and he's been lights out in 2-minute drives, and big reason why we've won the games we won.
And then just following up on that, your catch that you had down the Packers sideline, like, obviously you felt Douglas on your tracks, but what was that move that you put on him to create a little bit of separation in that tight window?
Yeah, no, it was more so he was sitting pretty hard. He was figuring that I was going to run, to the sticks and stop probably. And, I went a little past the sticks. My route was past the sticks. So he kind of stopped before I was even stopping. So it was kind of awkward. It doesn't happen too often. So when I turned my head, Kirk did a great job of basically throwing it inside, which doesn't happen a whole lot, but he threw it inside and was able to react to the ball and make a play. But Kirk did a great job of just basically creating separation for me by putting it on the right side of my body.
Hey, Adam, I was going to ask you about that catch as well, just to follow up on it. How difficult of a catch is that for you? Just kind of realizing it last second. And then are those the kind of chances you guys have been talking about in terms of, hey, if the timing's got to be perfect, just put it on us and we'll make that catch?
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely difficult, just because you don't get to see the ball thrown. It's kind of on you, but that's what you want. Like you said, the timing. You want right when you're coming out of that break, you want the ball on you because it's really tough for the DB to react when he doesn't see it as well. And that's kind of what happened in that situation. But yeah, I think, all of us in that skill position have a lot of confidence in what we can do. And, when we get opportunities, obviously we don't make them all, but we just have a lot of confidence that if they give us a chance, that we'll make a play. So, I think Kirk, he has a lot of trust in a lot of guys, and it was evident on Sunday. And when those things happen, like I said, we didn't complete every single one, but the more opportunities and more chances you get, there's going to be some big plays made, and that's how we were able to win that game on Sunday.
Chris, followed by Sam.
Yeah, hey Adam. Wonder if you kind of look back. I mean, with Stephon Diggs, you guys and you had one of the best receiving duos in the NFL, and then Diggs was traded. There was some uncertainty, but now Justin Jefferson has come in, and just your thoughts on how quickly over the last couple of years you guys have established once again having the best, one of the better receiving duos in the NFL, and you and Justin.
Yeah, I think a lot of that was on him. On what kind of guy he is. Obviously, the player he is on the field, but just his I guess selflessness. He's a guy who just wants to win. He wants to compete. Yeah, he's confident. He wants the ball in his hands, but he just wants to win. And it's exciting to play with a guy that loves the game of football, that he works his tail off day in and day out. And we talk a lot through a lot of different things, a lot of different scenarios, what I see, what he sees. And when you have that relationship, it helps you feed off one another. When he's making plays, I'm feeding off that, and I'm excited about my opportunity. When I'm making plays, he's feeding off that, and when you have good relationship that you actually genuinely care for one another, it tends to translate on the field. So very thankful for both of those guys you mentioned, but now with Justin being able to come in and have such an impact so quickly, it's been a lot of fun.
How do you think you guys rank among NFL receiving duos? I mean, you both could be heading for 1,000-yard seasons this year.
Well, we have a lot of confidence. I don't want to rank us, but honestly, we feel really good about what we can do on the football field, and we feel really good about getting opportunities and helping this football team win games. That's what we talk about week in and week out is, hey, it's on us to make those plays to help this football team win games. So we put a lot on our shoulders, and we're excited every week to get opportunities.
Hey, Adam, it seems like Kirk and Justin have developed a special comfort in that deep sideline fade kind of along the boundary. Can you speak to what goes into making a play or that throw, work from the wide receiver standpoint?
Yeah, I think, it starts with, like you said, that trust from the quarterback. Him, there's not a whole lot of separation when he throws the ball, but him just trusting that when that ball's in the air, that we're going to have the body control to go and get it. And I think that's what separates Justin from a good receiver to a great receiver is his body control, his ability in tight coverage and to be able to go up and get the football. He's a lot of times he's the guy's grabbing his arm or grabbing his jersey, and he's able to go up and make a play. So that's what separates him from the good to the great.
Dave, followed by Craig.
Hey, Adam, another Justin Jefferson question, but you're the more seasoned guy, obviously, but is there anything that you'd say maybe you've learned from him?
Yeah, for sure. I love his attitude. Honestly, I love how he plays the game of football. He plays with that energy and that attitude, but he never gets frustrated or down. He never shows it. I mean, I'm sure he gets frustrated. We all get frustrated, right? But he never shows it. He's just the same guy day in and day out. He's always got a smile on his face. He's always having fun. But he also knows when to lock in. But there's definitely some things in his route running, kind of the quick twitch stuff that I've taken from him and tried to adapt and use in my game. Top of route things he's able to do to set defenders up. And he's good because he's good for me because he can do it all, right? He can do things really well, and he can also be a big play speed guy as well. So it's good when I'm around guys that can do everything because I can take a lot of different parts of their game.
Also, are you zooming from the porch?
I am. It's a little chilly out here, but it's crazy in my house right now, so I had to get some quiet.
Adam, congrats on moving into 5th on the receptions list. Just curious on your thoughts of kind of your catches began in a border battle, kind of in garbage time back in 2014, and to make plays for a go-ahead drive and a game-winning drive, and then also wanted to ask what it does to defenses when you and Justin are like on the same side of the formation, and how that might stress defenders.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, for me, I love to play football, and I love to have the ball in my hands as a receiver. You got to love having the ball in your hands. So it's been fun. It'll be interesting. For me right now, I'm just so focused on the next week and not worried about stats and things like that. But I think it'll be cool to look back at someday when I'm retired and all washed up in my house. So, what was the second question?
Yeah, hopefully you won't be on the porch forever, but just what it does when you and Justin are on the same side of the formation. I think y'all both had like 7 routes on the long 56-yarder early in the game, and there were a couple other opportunities, over the course of the season where y'all have been on the same side of the formation. It really challenges defenders in what ways?
Yeah, I think it's important to kind of move us around like that and put us on the same side. And I think, sometimes teams, if we're on opposite sides, they can just, cloud coverage, double, things like that they can do to just take us away. So the more that, the coaches obviously do such a great job of putting us in good positions to, cause stress on the defense, like you said. And, we've done that a lot and had some success with it. So I would imagine that we'll do more of it moving forward. But I think it's a good change up and it makes teams have to adjust.
All right. Thanks, Adam. That's all the time that we have for questions for him today. We appreciate
Thanks,
you joining,
guys.
Adam.